Well, doesn't matter.
This meeting is being recorded.
Got it. So this meeting, I get a heart. That confuses me when I get a heart. Just stop it, please. This meeting is about non-duality. Non-duality. Oh. I have to do a lot of things together. I cannot do that so good. So, there are new people coming. Okay. This meeting is about non-duality. Non-duality is not two. So there's just one. There's only one. There's nothing happening. And everything is an appearance. So there's only an appearance happening. That's the everything. God, there are a lot of new people coming. Okay. Everything is an appearance. So nothing is real. It seems real when there's someone going on, when there's feeling like I'm here and this is my life. Then it's, I can, it's not, it's, we have to mute everybody because when there's something going on, yeah, I think everybody's muted. That's because otherwise you'd hear every sound. Oh God, I start again. This is a strange meeting. There will be a strange meeting. It's always a strange meeting, so it doesn't matter. When there's someone, there seems to be, I'm in my life, I have to do a lot of things, I have to survive, I'm responsible, I'm living in the world, my life. There's always two. Do I do the right thing? I can do it wrong, so there's a fear to do it wrong. And then there's a search also, for some people more obvious than for other people. Search for money, then it will be safe. Search for happiness, freedom. Everybody has different items, different things you look for, you search, and you think then when that's going on, when that's reached, then it's finally okay. And then there's this message. It has nothing to do with feeling good. It's saying there's only one. There's no one here. There's no one inside that body. It's just bodying, appearance. So it's an appearance bodying. Nothing inside. There's no one. There's no me or you. And it's not that Rose has no me anymore. There never was a me. There's never been a me, and it's an illusion. And there seems to be, when there seems to be me, and there can be a contraction. And then in that contraction, there seems to be, oh, I'm here and there's something else or somebody else. And then the brain seems to develop, or I don't know how it works, but there seems suddenly there's some, it seems to be me and you and all people. And you could say in the story, it's developed by all people seeing you as a me and trying to help you survive, trying to teach you what you have to do to be loved or to be good. Talking about free will and choice, that's so convincing. So when little children, they are busy with that, and then after a while it's like, what do you want? And there's choice, seems to be choice and free will. It's very convincing, but because the experience will say that it's true. So that's my choice, and you see it happen. So it's very convincing that there's free will and choice. Well, when they're saying there's no one, there's also no free will and choice. And that for me, for that whole identity, can be very threatening. There's nothing happening. There's even not that the me exists. There's nothing going on. It's an appearance. And there's only this. And this is everything. It can be moving a hand, sitting, feelings somewhere. And it's one. It's not feelings in the body. It's feelings somewhere. Or a chair. Or wall. There's only one. So there's no one looking at it. There's no one sitting on a chair. There's just sitting. It's a sensation. And we are so busy all when there's someone going on. It's when there's something happening, it's immediately noticed. And maybe there's words or thoughts about it, trying to deal with it, seeing what's happening and seeing it's happening to me. So I have to do something with it. What can I do? What should I do? It's a story. It's a story which seems really real and important and solid, because when there's me, everything seems solid and real. And when there's suddenly, oh, there's nothing happening. It never was a me. It's also very obvious that everything is an appearance. Nothing is real or solid. Can be a sensation somewhere. So nothing is important. In the dream and the story of me, there are a lot of things important, and this is more important than that, this is better than that. There's nothing better than something else. It's what's happening. There's nothing right, there's nothing wrong either. It's not about right and wrong. That seems to be so normal, that everything is about right and wrong. There are different views. This is right and this is wrong, so that can be different. There's no one. There's what's happening. It's very neutral, very simple and tiny and ordinary. It has nothing to do with special or enlightening or all that. It's what it is. And there's speaking from nothing just to nothing. There's only nothing. And it's appearing as something, as bodies, as chairs, as heads. And it can be speaking. And the words are not even also important. It is not the truth or something. There's no truth. There's just what's happening. Speaking, words. And it doesn't matter if there's an understanding of the words. This is not about understanding. This can't be understood. It can be an understanding of the words, but that's just an understanding. It has nothing to do with where we are talking about. It's there's no one. We can talk about it. And there can be any question. There's no question that's silly or strange, or maybe you ask the same questions in a different way again and again. It doesn't matter. Then that's what's happening. It's coming from nothing. It's not you doing it. It's just coming. So if you want to say something or share, or you can type if you want to. I will see what will happen. Yeah, you can say something if you want to. Hi. I don't hear you. You have to unmute yourself. I can do it if you want.
Ja, we zijn er.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hi Roos en Marijn. Hoi.
Hello. Hi.
Um, I was reading in your book,
Mm.
and I read that when you were a seeker, it was difficult for you to understand the apparentness of things,
Mm. Mm.
apparent this and apparent
Mm.
that.
Mm.
And I have a lot of difficulties with that too, of course, because I'm trying to understand it.
Mm.
Of course, it's impossible. But could you say something more about that?
It's impossible to understand apparent. When it's happening, then it's suddenly like that. Oh, it's like that. You can't make an image of it.
No,
It's
no.
suddenly I was always busy with like everything is real. I wasn't even hearing in the beginning when Tony Parsons was was talking that there were some words like apparent. I didn't even hear that. And I was so convinced or believed that everything is real, or didn't
Yeah,
even know that there was something else. It could be something else. And then there was suddenly a moment, there was walking through the stones, and I was like, oh my God, this is where he was talking about.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's more like that. You can't understand or make an image of it.
No,
There can be a hearing, but that's it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because like you just said, everything seems so solid and so really there, including me, the feeling of me. Yeah,
But there's already no me, that because that what you seem that feels like there's me. Sorry, that's just a sensation somewhere. It's not
yes,
me. It's a sensation somewhere. That's it.
yeah, that's it. Yeah,
It's so simple. We make it's
yeah,
so quickly made into something else.
yes,
It's not even noticed, and that's
yes,
this. It's very literally. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's sort of dawning on me.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
sometimes I have these like little glimpses, like, oh, it's that simple. Oh,
Hmm. Yeah, that's it. But that's it. Yeah, and that's a falling away of concept. There's so many concepts,
yes,
and
yeah,
it's not even noticed because it's so normal. And then suddenly, oh, like that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Because
yeah,
it goes so quickly, all day
yeah,
long. It's
yeah.
one thing after another.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It's so normal that abstracting, and we don't see it as abstract. It's just a normal way.
yes,
But then
yeah,
when there's talking about this and hearing that, oh, yeah, and then
wait a
oh,
minute. Yeah,
yeah, wait a minute. Oh,
wait a
it's
minute.
just that. Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
that's that makes it simple, and that's more where we're talking about.
yeah,
It's more a loss of concepts and that, and then suddenly it's like, oh,
yeah,
it's more
yeah,
all the
yeah.
time. Oh,
Oh, yeah, yeah. Like
yeah,
it's like, okay, so everything is just going on. It has nothing to do with me because I'm not there.
yeah,
It's so total.
yeah,
It's just, I never had a life
yeah, yeah.
because there's no me. Oh, so everything that apparently happened in my life, which
Mm.
I thought I was responsible for, and I made bad choices and good choices, and nothing ever seemed to work out. None of that is so.
No,
It's just mind blowing.
yeah,
Really.
it is. It is. It is.
It's like, can it really be so? Yeah.
And in a way, it's also so obvious when it's suddenly like, oh, then it's so obvious. Like, yeah, of course. Well, oh, wow, that's such a, yeah,
Yeah.
something you couldn't even know
No,
before or something like that.
no,
Yeah.
no, because it's so totally different from everything you hear all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Mm.
everybody is in this busy in this dream and story and doing things and oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something else.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was my question story so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Mm. And it's everything. It's everything. It's the waiting. It's the, can do I have a question? That thought is it. That's what we're talking about. There's nothing that it's not, that's not it. It's everything. It's the feeling, oh, I'm still someone, and how can I lose that? It's that sensation or that thought is it. So it cannot be escaped. It's everything. It's everything. That's the unconditional love. It's love, and it's unconditional. That's where it's a longing for something unconditional. But it's unconditional. It means it's everything. There's nothing excluded. And it's already everything. It's already complete as it is. It's that. It's moving the hand. It's a feeling stressed. That's it. There can be stress. Then that's what's happening, apparently. It's everything. Yeah, just go on. You can just
Yeah.
unmute yourself and then start talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I was listening to Jim Newman the other day, and he said, you don't want to be free, you're just looking for a better experience.
Mm,
And I thought, oh my God, he's right. That
mm,
I want to get away from this, what's going
yeah.
on.
Yeah.
A body that is getting sick and old and is going to die, and a life that I don't like. And I realized there's just no escaping. There's no escape.
Yeah.
And actually, it's the movement is the other way around. Is this is it? And then I read in your book that all hope for a better life fell away.
Yeah.
At some point. And it was quite a shock. It's like, okay, then what am I looking for? Is this enlightenment thing something I really, really want?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. You make an image of something
Yeah.
really nice, or I don't know, no problems, or anything. Maybe it's not even so clear, but it's something
Yeah.
else that what is
Anything
going
but
on.
this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Anything
yeah.
but this.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. And I was thinking, some people get frightened or angry when they hear there's no me and there's no control and there's no free will and choice.
Mm.
I find it a lot more frightening if there were a me that
Mm.
is in control and has to control what I think is going on in the world
Mm.
and in my life. And I find that very terrifying because it never felt like I had control.
Mm. Yeah, but it can also be that's the other way around. Like, oh, I have no power and it's happening, and it can be the same thing, but then the other
Yeah.
side of it. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's both. It's not both. Both of that is not
Yeah.
it.
It's not it.
It's
No.
no, it's there's nothing going on about it. It's just what's happening, and that's it. There's no one uh thinking of something or doing something with that. It's just that. And that what me is that whole structure about there's something wrong, or this isn't it, or this is not complete, there's something wrong with me or the world, and I have to fix it, or there has to be something changed, or that's that me construct. And
Yes.
that's in the when there's feeling like there's a world and there's other person, then it seems like that helps to make it a little bit more comfortable to choose the right thing or do that, and always busy with that. But
Yes.
it's a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But that's so embodied. They're so embodied. Like, oh, this
Yes.
is because when there's some noticing and looking at yourself, something like that, there's always something going on. Like, oh, I don't like this. Or is this nice? No. Or oh, this
Yeah.
is nice. Or always naming it in a way
Yeah.
and noticing that, and that makes it right or wrong.
Yeah.
And that's it can be in a way. I remember also that I was like, oh my God, it's all the time like making a, oh, this is right. Oh, this is not.
Yeah.
Oh, like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just what it is. But you can't escape that. You can't not do
No.
that.
No.
That's more it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you don't need to, because that, when there's noticing and thinking, oh, this is nice, or this is, wait, I can, wait, we, I will,
All
when
things are
when
passing
it's
by.
nice, yeah, there's a lot of wind going on
Yeah.
there. when when there's when 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 there's me, there's always being busy with this is right or this is wrong or nice or awful,
all the time.
all
Yeah.
the time. But it's not wrong. It's just what's happening. So we want to escape from that when it's seen like, oh, that's awful too, like that. Well, it's just what's happening. Then that's what's happening. It's not
Yeah.
like a nice experience here. It has nothing to do with that.
No, 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 it's no. Yeah.
And when there's a trying, then there's a trying. Cannot it's not you doing that. It's just energetic. So
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Yeah. 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 It's so total. It's so
Yeah.
everything.
It's everything. So it can't be
Everything.
something that's not it. It's all inclusive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Well, that's the freedom. There's nothing that's wrong or not right or something like that. No. It's
no.
everything. Well,
It has to
you
be. Yeah.
yeah, but you can't make an image of that. We normally say that this is right because it feels right or it sounds or whatever. And this you can't grasp it. That's
No.
not you can maybe some understanding, but still it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. There's a question. This question is about causality. Say if someone die, you are hit with so if someone die, you are hit with sadness. Apparently, the death was the cause for the sadness, but there's no cause, is there? Yeah, but when there's me and when there's believing in choice and causality and before and after and things like time, then it's the experience is confirming that it's because of that is what's happening. There's sadness because of there's someone dying. There's no time. So there's also no cause and effect.
Mm.
So there's just this. There's just what's happening. That's it. And then but you can say that to yourself and then suddenly like, oh, there's no cause. Well, that's only a new concept. It can be suddenly like, oh, there's no time. Oh my God, no. Something like that. There's no cause and effect. So there can be sadness, but there's sadness also for no one. It's just energy. There's only energy. There's no person that has sadness or is sad because of that. That's the made up of me feeling I'm in the body and this is my life and this is persons around me and I love them or I do not love them or all that going on. And so if I love somebody and he's dying, then there's sadness, of course, everybody thinks. Sadness happens in the room. So there's not personal, nothing is personal. We make it. That's what me does. That whole structure is like everything is personal. It's my thoughts, it's my sadness, and that's because of that. And then the whole story is there. That's part of that me. That feels like I'm here and I have choice and there's time. There's only time in the story.
Yeah.
And there's no story, there's just this. And it's not for that body is also an appearance. So it's not it and can appear, the body can appear, there can be sadness, there can be chairs. And we think, oh, in this body and there's a body and we as people and all that. No, they're just bodies appearing, or sadness, or drinks.
Yeah.
There's no story. That's strange, because when there's me, there's only the story. Everything is a story. Everything is, because it's happening to me. It's happening to you. And we have to deal with it. And something is going on. And there are circumstances. I'm in those circumstances. Everything is about me or you. And it's going on. And that's the most important person. And how to deal with that, or what do I feel about this, or this is awful, or what about my life? And it's always about me, and that's what's being busy with that all day with my life or with life of others. But it comes back to you in the end. It's always about me. And then there's hearing there's no you or there's no me. Then that whole identity that seems to be the most important of everything, that's suddenly threatened, like, oh, that's not important, there's already, you don't exist, there's no identity. Oh, what is that? I'm busy with that all day. That's my life. That's what's going on all day. And I'm busy to be a right person, or doing the right thing, or having a good feeling, or anything like that, or taking care of people because that's right, things like that. In the end, it comes back to you, of course. And then, wow, and then suddenly somebody is saying, oh, but there's no one, just what's happening, and nothing is important. Come on, nothing is important. In time, I was doing this and that and that, and this is my life, and I did a lot of things, and here my story. So my story seems to be something. It's an appearance. There's only this. There's no past. There's nothing before. When there seems to be me, there seems to be a past. There can be some memories, some images. Like yesterday, we talked about that. Like if there seems to be past. Past is just this, but past is maybe a little film that's seen, and then that's it. But then it's grasped and think like, yeah, this is my past, and then that happened, and it was awful or nice or da da da. And still it goes on, because that pain was caused by my mother. All that, it's so strong. And there can be pain, but that's pain. That's it, or a feeling. And we grasp it and think it's my pain, and it's because of that, and I can work on that because it doesn't feel right. And that whole me structure is surviving. In that sense, it's surviving, but it's not you doing it. It's an energy that goes on surviving. It's a survival mechanism. It goes on, trying to be real and real existing. It can be pain, just pain, and then it's gone for no reason. Then there's something. It's just can be tiny, can be strong, for no reason. Nothing has any reason. There's no reason. That's me. That's people can abstract and thinking, oh, that's why it's like that, or it's happening. Why is it happening? It's always asking why. There's no why. There's a new message. It seems like I just need to stop picking up the negative thoughts which distract from the aliveness of what is. No, that's a new way of trying to deal with everything. When there are negative thoughts, it's not negative. Yeah, we call it negative. But there can be thoughts about you don't do it right or things like, I don't know. But then that's just what's happening. There's just a thought. So there can be a feeling. Then there's a feeling, not because of those thoughts. Those thoughts, negative thoughts of those thoughts are also aliveness. That's aliveness. It's everything. It's everything. It's also thinking, I'm doing everything wrong. Then there's, I'm doing everything wrong. That's what's happening. That's it. It's not right or wrong. It's what's apparently happening, those thoughts. They don't have any meaning, but it's like that. You can't stop anything. There's no one. You don't need to stop anything because it's everything. It's that simple, but it's so convincing that there's still really, they're saying, yeah, there's no one, there's no choice. And then suddenly that's so normal that there's suddenly something going on like, yeah, but I need to do that or I need to stop. Yeah, that's so convincing. It's so embodied, that free will. There's no free will. There's no one can do it. It's not, you can't do anything. There's no one already. It's life. It's life thoughting. It's energy. For no reason. Doesn't mean anything. It's just that going on. Yeah. And then you think, yeah, but I don't like that. Yeah, that's what me does. It's always this is nice and this is wrong and this is right and this is awful. It's everything. There's no distraction. That's what me does. That there seems like this is aliveness and that feels like, God, it's alive. No, it's also like that. That's also aliveness. It's everything. Aliveness is everything. There's no condition in that. So it can't be distracted. Watching television and eating a lot of candies, then that's eating a lot of candies, watching television. So it's an appearance. What? Nothing is going on. It's just that. So what? We think, yeah, but it's my life and I don't. That makes it like sticky and important, and that it's also not wrong. Then that, whoa, no, I shouldn't do that. That's what's happening. That's the energy. It's not wrong. No, of course not. It's just that. So you can't grasp this. You can't make it into some way. It's because it's everything. Well, that's the questions, because it in a way it can't be heard because it's so convincing. There's something not right, something I need to do, something that's so embodied. So of course, say any question, because that's what normally is going on. And then there's suddenly like, oh no, it's everything. Oh, and that's, in a way, it can't be understood because it's so out of that story, out of the story in right or wrong or doing. It has nothing to do with that. And we are not used to that. Meeting nothing. God, it's just that. And then hearing also that's this body, this you is also nothing. It's just nothing appearing as a body, as doing things, as thoughts. That's it.
Can you hear me, Rosemarijn?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what I hear you say is, this is what's going on. And all the time the me puts a story on top of that.
Yeah.
Thinking it knows what's going on. Making judgments about it. Trying to change things. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me is that embodied feeling there's something wrong. There's something gone wrong. I have to make it right. There's something missing. It's not complete yet, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a nice experience. I want this and I don't want that.
It's a misunderstanding that there's something missing and I can make it right. And when then it's like religion. I'm looking for in heaven. Maybe in the end I will go to heaven. Something like that.
And then all is
Just
well
that.
and I'll be happy all the time. Yeah.
If I done the right thing,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
It's so simple. It's like, how can this be overlooked?
Ah. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's so simple. It's really strange.
Yeah. Well, it's so embodied and it's so
Yes.
strong and then seems so normal, then it's so overlooked. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. And there also must be like tens of, maybe 100 times a day, sort of proof that I am not in charge, but that's also overlooked.
Yeah. Then I didn't do the right thing, or I should
Yes.
work harder, or yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
When there's a belief, the experience and it belief it's together.
Yes.
It's so, yeah, you see it like that. And you can't convince somebody of something when there's a belief, then that's so strong, can be so strong.
It is. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And it's not only in the mind, it's so embodied. There's so much
Yes.
involved in that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because for a long time, I thought it was only a belief.
Mm.
And then I heard, I don't know who it was, maybe it was Tony, talking about that it's embodied.
Yeah.
Like it's so much more than just a belief. Otherwise, I could just not believe it. But
Yeah.
there's a whole construct
Yeah.
in that. That's, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why this is about, and that's talking about energetic. It's energetic because that belief can be suddenly you can know or see, oh, it's not like that. But there's only that seeing. You in normal life you see that too. That or suddenly seeing, it's why do I do that? It's so but then it's just go on because it's not. It's still there, but it's seen, but you still go on. That's a bit silly, but you see, I know already, and I'm still going on. That it's not embodied. It's and then suddenly it's gone.
It's like
It's
the
the same
machinery
thing.
just goes on. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It's, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And it's so sometimes it's in certain like with money or relationships or not all kind of power. They're all issues, and then some issues are less important for somebody, and other issues are more about It's only about relation, and money is not an issue. So it's all different things with different. It's unique in that sense. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes you see it with other people. They think, why the bother so much? And
Yeah.
then suddenly you do the same with something else. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Ah, that's a question. I had thought you would start at 11, where I realized I was wrong. I got pain and sadness, but there's no relationship, this feeling and missing the meeting. No, there's no relationship. There can be pain or sadness, but that had nothing to do with missing the meeting or things like that. No, no. The sadness can be sadness. It's not your sadness. It's not sadness for you for you. It's a sadness happening in space. We think everything is happening in the body. We assume that the body is real, and when there's a feeling, it's inside of the body because it's my feeling. The body is also an appearance. So there's just pain, not for anyone, not somewhere. It's in the room, it's in space, it's energy. And there can be thoughts. Oh my God. Yeah. We're so thinking that everything is happening to us. And then it's inside my body, and this is my feeling, and all because of what's happening, because circumstances are there, and there seems to be time. So because of the circumstances, I have some feelings. That's what's so normal is in the world of me. It's so about that, and then there's something gone wrong, so I have to. There can be pain or guilt, all that. There's only sadness, sadness, energy, or body appearing. The me is a body feeling, but that's also everything. There's nothing out of it. The me is a body feeling. No, the me isn't there. So it's not a body. There can be feeling, it seems to be in the body. There can be a feeling of some contraction, or maybe. That's not a me, it's just contraction. There's no me. And there's nothing inside or outside. There's no inside and there's no outside. Oh, whoa, we are so into inside, outside. We are here in a room and outside there are streets, something like that. No, that's just this room. That's everything. And because we can abstract, we can remember, or then there's a street outside. It's an abstraction. This is everything. And it's an appearance, so it's nothing happening. No before, no after, no inside. It's just seeing body, that's it. And it's an appearance. So it's not always there, what we think. I thought always like, it's always there. The body is always, I am always there, and other people are always there. No. It's an appearance. It can appear or not. There's nothing constant. It's new. That buildings in the street, you think, oh yeah, I know them. I've been there 100 times. No. It's an appearance of a building and it's new. It's just, nah, it's not all the time. Well, it's new. And when there's me and they're seeing, oh God, that street, I've been there 100 times in my house. Because me sees everything as solid and real. And when they're seeing little children, they're constant in wonder. You see it much like, oh, they're seeing everything as new and, oh, that's more. And they're saying, but you're going outside to cycle on your bike later today, no? I don't know, maybe. But what you think, it's when I'm going outside, there's that street again. And then we have a memory and that gives a bit a safe feeling that you know. But I don't know. There can be a thought that, I will bike this evening, this afternoon. Maybe it's happening or not happening. But a street, when there's going outside, that's new. Then they're seeing the street, oh, it's just new. Not really like, oh, it's so new. It's just new. It's new. There's a pigeon on a roof, and he wants to get the the peanut butter, and he's taking so many chances. It's like going up down to grasp it. Amazing. Wow. And we talk in forgetting. We think, oh, I forgot it was there. It's not forgetting. It's just wasn't there, and suddenly it is. That's new. I want to see that everything is new as badly as a pigeon wants the peanut butter. Yeah. The strange thing is you cannot not see it because it's everything. So it's everything. So it's but it's you think it's in a certain way, maybe. Well, it's the only thing there is. This. It's not everything like something. It's something different than what I normally feel or see. What is that everything? I want that everything too. What is that everything? Oh, I don't feel this is everything. No. How can I? What can I do about? No, nothing I can do about it. What's going on? It's what's going on. That's the everything of the everything. That's everything. As a thought, a fear, appearing as a thought or feeling or anything. It's the only thing there is. You can't find it because it's already everything. You can't look for it. The looking is it. You can look for it, but looking is it. It's not a something, a solid or we are so into that's what me the only thing me knows or you know is that it should be something, some feeling or some insight or something that's being very clear suddenly. That's what we normally know about how things work in the world. And this is something else. You can't grasp it. You can't know it. You can't, and that, is it too. It's everything already. So nothing to look for. It's nothing special. It's very ordinary. It changes like this is that and a feeling or voice. And that me, that's so strong, that whole structure of me is always about this can't be it. This is I want something. What is it? Always going like, oh, this is right. Oh no, this wrong. Oh, that's and that's so strong. That's so embodied. And suddenly some things it's like a building and some it's the construct. It's not that strong anymore. There's something going inside like ants or something, you could say that. And then this message is about ants. That just the building is not that strong anymore. So it's a bit not so steady anymore. Concepts are falling away because it's like that. It falls apart. That whole me construct needs to survive. So it goes on, and then there's a new one, and then it goes on. It's so strong. It's not you doing that. It's energetic. And when it's not feeded, like in these meetings, for example, there's no answer. There's nowhere to go. Then it can fall apart. Maybe then it's going on again. But it's also a story because there's no building. There's what is already. It's an appearance of hands, feelings, a table. It's not about seeing it. Can be a seeing of that it's that. Well, it's also that is just a seeing, an insight. There's no need to see it. It's already that. So there's no need for anything. It's already complete as it is. Everything what's going on. Thoughts can be there. Thoughts, I want this. And that's what's happening. That's it. There's a lot of silence in your meeting. It's beautiful. Mm. Mm. There's nowhere to go. This is already it. And this is not a special thing. It's everything what seems to happen. A feeling, a thought, sitting, a chair. It's not, everything is not about you. There's no you. We're always looking for something for me. When there's me, it's looking for what can I get? What can I have an insight that's looking for something for me? There's nothing to get. This is this is endless. When there's a search for something to get, it's never enough. Me thinks it's me is always busy with, oh, this is not enough. I want something else. This is, oh no, this is, I can't see it. Oh, what is it? That's that whole construct of me is about trying to find something which is already there. So it will never happen. It will never happen. It's also enlightenment. It doesn't exist. It will never happen. It's already like that. It's already complete. It's like everything of not like. It's everything. Is this a hand? Is that? Nothing. There's nothing in this meeting for you. It will never get what it seems like. I want this, I want that. And it can't see it's already this. It's already that what's happening. It's already that thought, I want this, is it. That's it. So there's nowhere to go. It's everything. That's the freedom. That's unconditional love. That it's everything. It's there's nothing in it from right or wrong. It's already what's going on. The way the face is looking, the way that's expressed, the way that's saying something. It's everything. And there's no one. So it's not for you. It's everything. It's a table. It's live tabling. That's it. And that's already going, and it's an appearance. So there's nothing happening. It's an appearance. So there's an appearance of bodies and tables. So it's not important what's happening. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what's happening because it's everything. It doesn't mean it's nice or it's like, oh, this is okay. No, it's everything. So it can be a feeling, oh, or there can be joy, or there can be sitting. But it has nothing to do with you. There is no one, and the body isn't real. It's an appearance. So there's nothing going on. It's only appearancing like chairs and bodies and streets, feelings, just a feeling. Sadness appearing as sadness, life appearing as sadness. It's that sensation, feeling for no one. thank you. Thank you.
Dankjewel, Roos Roes.
Dankjewel.
Dankjewel.
Thank you.